And so the protagonists from the USA gathered again for Brazil. So we've got Dave, myself, we've got Harry, we've got Ken, we've got Rob, we've got Sam here. And off we go from the lights very quickly here, before I get carried away with the qualifying fiasco that put me down so far. I won't even mention that too much, as away we go, and you can just see what a good start some of these guys make. And that's John. John's made a fantastic start in the Ferrari. There's another Ferrari off on the right. That was Dave having a bit of a moment. I'm having a moment with Grosjean, who's just not having it. So around we go. That's the end of that. Up ahead you can see there's another slow Ferrari. There's an awful lot of bits of stuff on the road. So it's been an adventure already. So that's Dave ahead, and not far ahead of Dave is Rob, who's also had a troubled start in the Renault. Nevertheless, off we go, and I haven't really sustained any damage, so at this point things aren't looking too bad, except keep your foot in. Oh, they've all stopped. No, sorry Dave, entirely my fault, didn't anticipate that. Dave's across the grass. I've lost too much of my wing now to be able to just ignore it. Let's let Dave go there, and off we go. So, bad qualifying, and now qualifying was in the rain, by the way, so it was a bit of an adventure, and now it's going to be time for a stop. And with the understeer that Dave's got there, and another polystyrene demolished, and that's Kubica, I think, parked by the side of the road. It's been eventful. Into the pits, out the pits. Watch Dave, he's a brave man. Look at this, through the tunnel of steel. Well, fearless. I wasn't going to try it that fast because I thought I'd just wipe myself along the barrier. So it's lap 4. Dave's up ahead. Ken has now had a bad moment, and those are 2 Ferraris on the right. You may just have caught a glimpse. That was 2 Ferraris on the right in a safety car. They'd come together. I find the safety car. Ken's somewhere behind me, as I say. He must have had some kind of incident as well. I thought I had to wait behind the safety car. Ken realised that this was not the case. So we now need to go blatting around again to find the safety car. There's so many safety cars in this race. I wasn't there for all of them. Lap 8. There's a lot of yellow flags, and over to my right, that's a Renault in trouble, and we'll pass Grosjean, or possibly we won't pass Grosjean. So it would appear that Rob in the Renault has had a bit of a problem with Grosjean. And this is coming up, it's probably the finest moment of my race, to be honest. As you can see, my highlights a bit short on quality, shall we say. So get a nice slipstream. I haven't got DRS, but we'll just ease it down the inside. Take no risks. Look up. Ken somewhere ahead. What can we do about him? Well, the first person we catch actually is Kubica, who got going again after his earlier virtual stop. We get past Kubica. And again, Ken's still somewhere up the road, but he's not too far away, and it's only lap 10, but my race isn't going to be going for very much longer. Right up at the front, you've got Harry, you've got Sam. As you saw, the 2 Ferraris had hit each other. I take a bit of curb there, and possibly that's the problem, because as I put my foot down here, the rear end comes round, and I nerf into the barrier, and Kubica hits me, and that's the end of that. So what's going on? Another safety car, lap 11. Harry goes into the pits. Sam's, I think he's also gone into the pits. And as you can see, Ken has the chance to move up a bit here. And so does Rob. Rob's there in the Renault. So Rob's there. He's on a different strategy now to most of the people around him. So he's not necessarily in a big hurry, because they're going to have to pit before him. Ken's recovery has gone well. He's moved himself up to 4th place there, as you can see, and as I say, the 2 Ferraris managed to hit each other out, and I managed to just lose it all on my own. So on the restart of lap 15, look at the queue ahead there. Rob takes a bit of dirt on there, which slows him down, but he's got to defend. Kubica can be quite aggressive. Rob ensures that he simply brakes later, but here Rob's wide moment leads to a little wheel banging and yet more carbon fibre shards. And Kubica asserts himself in front of Rob, although both are now carrying damage. Ken's, as you can see, Ken's moved up. He's in third place now. Harry's leading. Sam's second. We have the safety car as a result of all this. Rob at that point, you can see him lays in 10th. And then when we start to get going again, there's the safety car. Rob's going to take advantage of the safety car here to take a pit stop, and so he drops down and again puts himself on a slightly different strategy to everyone else. His plan is to move up whereas they pit ahead. Lap 18, halfway. So Rob will be in the safety car queue. They'll all be ahead of him, but needing to pit before he does, if indeed he ever does need to pit again. Up at the front, you'll notice that Harry has dropped down a little bit because he had to take a pit stop. So it's actually Sam and Ken. On the restart, here we go, Ken. Ken sees that Sam's actually wobbled a bit wide there, but the sheer amount of curb there probably didn't help Ken's traction. Jimmy's going to come under pressure from Harry in just a second, as the Mercedes duos start to assert themselves over the AI. So here comes Harry. That's a gap. You're right, I didn't think so. A little bit of Alfa Romeo comes off, but resistance is futile, and then Harry pounces on his teammate at 21. Again decides that it's probably best not to attempt outrageous blocking at this point. There's a huge amount of yellow flags and Rob's out. That was the moment Rob left the race. The restart again, the bunched pack, it's a recipe for disaster, and it's very difficult to get through some of these AI. So Rob sustained terminal damage in a minute in away from that. Lap 32, you can see that Sam's comfortably ahead. Harry's second, although he's not that far behind in a way. Ken's kept his third, and he's very comfortably ahead of all the AIs. And then at the bottom there you've got the four failures to finish. So congratulations to Sam and Harry and Ken. Commiserations to the rest of us. As you can see, there we are. Well, the two Ferraris, what can we say? For myself, again, no excuses there. I just hit the bump and went round. I should have been a little more careful. Rob, well, his plan never came to fruition, so unfortunately he wasn't able to springboard himself back up through to the points, leaving them all for the top three. So congratulations to those top three. Thanks to everyone for coming, and hopefully we'll see you all next time. Thank you.